Adamorobe basically is known to us as a village which has a lot of people with hearing impairment. I don't really remember why that concentration, but whatever it is, they have quite a number of people, a larger population, or the section of their population who don't speak or hear. And specifically to why it is happening, the work done by Professor Dr. Adamorobe, ENT boss for a long time in Kumasi, showed that there's a deficiency. They had a genetic situation where the production of a particular protein in their body was deficient, leading to that inherited hearing impairment. So that is the basis of the hearing impairment we find in that community. So I'm sure you would have realized that there are people, those who, if they marry amongst themselves, the hearing impaired, they give birth to children who are hearing impaired. But if you mix them, then they usually don't have hearing impaired, because we call it a recessive trait, so that it has to be two people with half of those things to give birth to somebody who cannot hear. As to the second point of the children at birth being able to talk, but then down the line lose their hearing, only if there's a convulsion, sometimes children who develop convulsive problems or meningitis or even cerebral malaria can suffer some hearing impairment as a consequence of the infection they suffered. Well, it is a gene that produces we call connexin 26 or so. Yeah, it produces a protein connexin. Yeah, which is it's like a junction. It's a protein that is involved in transmission of impulses, and that absence leads to what we are talking about now. So it's inherent in the human being. We don't particularly know what type of convulsion we are talking about now. Really, if you have severe malaria, you can convulse. If you have meningitis, you can convulse. Even if you have a high-grade fever, you can convulse. So in the event of cerebral malaria, if the hearing impairment occurs, usually it's permanent. In the event of meningitis, if hearing impairment occurs, it's permanent. So those are the problems. As to the extent of hearing impairment, that is something we can address.